Hi Try, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. We've not done one of this sit down video in a minute. I don't even think I've done like a regular sit down video where we chat in over a year. That's how long it's been. I've obviously been having fun creating vlogs for you guys, travel vlogs, showing you amazing places, giving you all the dates and all the new places in Ghana, taking you to amazing festivals. I still have some of those videos that are coming up. It's amazing, and we're getting to where a lot of festivals will also come up in Ghana also. So I've really been having fun creating that. Thank you for loving those videos. If you've not catch up on the vlogs on the channel yet, go and do that. But now it's getting to summertime in the Western world. We in Africa here, or in West Africa precisely, we're blessed with all year round summer. We have rainy season also, but that's sunny days. Like in Ghana here, we're blessed with like all year round summer, so you can basically be out every day anyway. So it's getting to summertime for a lot of them, and it's time for them to travel, visit Africa and the rest of that. I thought it was time to bring back our visiting Ghana, moving to Ghana, or coming to Ghana series, you know, just to help you in case you're planning on coming to Ghana, smoothing things out for you. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about some things to know before coming to Ghana. If this is something that you're interested in watching, then keep on watching. Before we get straight into today's video, if this is your first time on the channel, you've not liked or subscribed yet, please do me a favor and subscribe. Thank you so much. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You guys at the bottom, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into today's video. So some things to know before visiting Ghana. If you are visiting Ghana for the first time, or you're planning on coming back, your first visit wasn't as, you know, smooth as you wanted it to be, I'm just going to be giving you some things to know before coming. Number one of those things, basically, if you're coming from anywhere outside of Africa, you have to go and check online if you have like visa on arrival, you know, or you need to apply for a visa. Because if you need to do all of that, I feel like we should run through that before we get to the main point. If you need to do all of that, you have to like get that sorted out before your main flight. You have to research and see if your country is free entry to Ghana before you book a flight. Don't book a flight and then you get to the Ghanaian border here, and then you're told, oh, you don't have a visa, so you cannot be granted access. So you can go check online and see if your country is visa free for you. If it's not visa free, then apply and get all the necessary documentation before your trip. But if you are from Western Africa, you have free entry in Ghana. That's, you have a West African passport basically. You have that's the ECOWAS passport. You have free entry that can grant you up to 60 to 90 days stay at a stretch in Ghana. So have that in mind. Travel requirements and flight. After you get your visa sorted out, or you know, to research if you have visa free or not, the next thing is flight. Try and book your flight ahead, because I feel like you are booking your flight ahead, you get like a more, you know, cheaper deal. And obviously it's even cheaper to fly from outside the continent than to fly within the continent. So if you're coming from outside the continent, I think you can get some free flight. Another thing you have to go and research is the documentation you need to come in Ghana. Right now, you do need your COVID vaccination card. Then if you're not vaccinated, I think you need a negative test that was taken within 48 hours to be granted entry. And then if you are from West Africa, you need the yellow fever card also. I don't think if you're coming from outside the continent, you need a yellow fever card, but just go and research in case you need. Get all your travel documents ready, just so you won't get to the airport even with your visa and you're told, oh, you don't have this, or you don't have that, or you need to get this and you need to get that. So get all of that sorted out. That's like the first things you should get sorted out. Get all your necessary documentation ready. The only thing you need is just the COVID card or the COVID negative test result, and then a yellow fever card and your passport obviously, and a valid visa if you're coming from countries that are not visa free. Number 3 is know your conversion rate. In Ghana, like most African countries, the conversion rates, we are converting currency from, let me say, the US dollar to the Ghanaian cedi, it fluctuates. Some days are higher than some. Like you can change the exchange rate can be like 11 cedis today, tomorrow it can be 12 cedi, so you go up and down. But then have an idea of the current exchange rate before you get in, just so if I have like $500 budget for this trip, this is how much Ghanaian cedis that is. That way you can plan your expenditures around their total amount. You understand? Like if you are presently now, I think the exchange rate is currently about 11 cedis per dollar. So if you are changing like $500 to give you like 5,500 Ghanaian cedis. So if you're coming and you know your budget, I'm not using $500 obviously to like, you know, make the whole point collect for you. So if your budget is like $500, that's equivalent to 5,000 Ghanaian cedis. So you have to plan your whole trip. You understand? You plan your whole trip with 5,000 Ghana cedis in mind, because if you come here and you're just spending, you're using your dollar card the way I do most times, which is not nice. If you're coming and you're just using your dollar, you're not converting, you think, oh, it's $100. If it's 100 cedis, if I pay with my card just a couple of dollars, you would not know when you might go outside your budget, because things are quite expensive here. So you want to like plan your money accordingly. Another thing I'll have to like tell you is that if you're coming in with some cash, because I would advise you come in with cash, that's like dollar cash, because a lot of the ATM here, they don't accept some cards. There are some cards ATMs here don't accept. Like if your card has like a 3-digit card, obviously the ATM machines here would not accept that. And then I think they don't accept debit also. Debit card also is only credit card. So you just have to like come here with some cards until you're able to figure out if your card works here or not. Because if you're coming here thinking, oh, my card works everywhere, to work here, you might be in for a shocker. And also there are a lot of places you go to here, they don't accept card payment, it's only cash or mobile money. And then also there are not a lot of ATMs everywhere, because like you go to my country, for instance Nigeria, there are ATM in almost every street. Like anywhere you go to, the ATM, there are POS, point of pay, agents everywhere. So you easily can cash out money anywhere, but it's not like that here. So you come in with some cash, and when you come in with some cash and you want to do that whole exchange thing, that's where it gets funny. If you do not know the current exchange rate, someone might, you know, take your money and give you lesser than it. So because you have an idea of that exchange rate, it will help you keep track of all your spending, just so you have an idea. Oh, this is how much I've spent, this is how much I've spent. I do not want to go above 500 cedis, $500. So if I've spent $5,000 cedis, that's $500. Just so you know, keep track of your expenditures. If it's your first time in Ghana, then I have to let you know it gets hot in Ghana. Like the weather here is very hot. Even in rainy season, it gets hot a lot of the time. Maybe it can be sunny for like 6 hours, and then it's rain for an hour, and then before you know it's sunny again. So the weather here is very hot. So you want to like plan your outfit accordingly, because a lot of places you go to have like calmer weather, the whole system is colder, so you have to dress warm. But if you're coming to Ghana, and they also come with clothes that you'll be able to like work out with, but also come with clothes that you can cover your body with also, because the sun is really not good for anybody. So you have to come with clothes that will cover up your skin properly, but also light enough to withstand the heat, because it gets hot here. So you have to prepare for that. That should be like on top of your head, that it gets hot in Ghana. What am I going to wear? This and this. Plan your outfit or your wardrobe according to the weather. Right now we're currently in the rainy season in Ghana. The rain has not even started frequently yet. I think when we get to June, you will experience more rain than towards July also, but still it gets hot. So if you're coming within now, I feel like a lot of people come in within August. So August, the rains are lesser in August, but then the weather is still hot. So plan your wardrobe basically according to the weather. Yeah, it gets hot, but it's manageable, because the sun is not like, it's not one of those weather where it gets so hot and you can't breathe. No, the air is still very clear, very breathable, but then it's hot. If you're not coming from a cooler climate, you feel it, but we're used to it, because you know with Ghanaians. Now that brings us to word point number 5 is obviously internet, because you don't want to be anywhere or you're on a trip and you don't have access to the internet. So a lot of Airbnbs and hotels here, they have like free Wi-Fi for you, so you can like plan your trip and be like, oh, I'm just going to be like using my B&B Wi-Fi or my hotel Wi-Fi. But to get a SIM card right now in Ghana is a bit tricky. You can get like a traveler's SIM card at the airport, but those don't work for too long. Those ones are meant for like travelers coming in. Yeah, I think they just started that, which is very nice, because you from as of last year to get a SIM card at the airport was next to impossible, but now you can obviously get like a SIM card at the airport, a traveler SIM card, but you cannot get like a fully registered SIM card. So you can't get access to mobile money or any one of that because you're not a resident here. If you're a resident here, then you can get access to like the Ghanaian card, the foreigner card, and then you can get access to like a fully registered SIM and then mobile money and all of that. But if you're just coming in, this is your first time in Ghana, you don't have Ghana card, or you don't have family here or friends here that can get a SIM card for you, the options you have is getting the traveler SIM card at the airport, or getting like a universal. There is this app you use, or universal SIM card. I've forgotten the name, but if I'm editing this and I recall, I'll put it on the screen for you. That way you can like have access to network, internet basically. But then you can just be like, oh, I'm just going to stick to the hotel internet. But in case you're traveling and you want to explore other places in Ghana, you're going to need a SIM card, obviously, to get internet on the go and for communications also, because you need that to call the taxi, you know, a lot of things. So get traveler SIM card ready at the airport basically. And then most places in Ghana, they have internet, they have like a network coverage. MTN has network coverage. The two best network you can get here is MTN and Vodafone. They have coverage in almost every corner I've been to in Ghana. Even the most remote of places I've been to, I've always have access to network via those two. Those are the two network I use. So I don't know about other ones, but those two you're guaranteed to like have internet or access to network 247. Because number six is obviously food. If you're coming for the very first time and it's your first time in this part of the world, basically you want to be careful with food that you eat. Basically, come in and you have to like try local cuisine, but don't go overboard with the local cuisine until you're sure you'll be able to take it, because our food here in the part of the world can get quite spicy. We like spicy food a lot. Even the Ghanaian delicacies are a lot more travelers or foreigners friendly than mine, because mine are very spicy and then those people cannot handle spice. So ask, is it very spicy? No, then you can go for that. But if you can handle your spice, basically, then you can handle any Ghanaian dish or delicacy. Basically, you can just come here and enjoy it. There are lots of food for you to try out. Obviously, the obvious one being jollof, there are several rice dishes, there are several food and rest soups and everything you want to try out. So try those ones out. And another thing about food is, if you are eating a local delicacy, basically there are a lot more economical than when you're eating like foreign cuisine. Like if you're coming here and you're Asian and you want to stick to your Asian dishes alone, it means you have to be going to the Asian restaurants here. And the Asian restaurants here, they have like a very pricey menu. You might be even be surprised that way too pricey, not way too pricey, that basically importing a lot of those things they cook with. So yeah, if you are on a budget, you're traveling on a budget, stick to the Ghanaian delicacies. And also, you do not want to come to Ghana and go back and have no idea how their delicacies are, or you'd be like, oh, I was in Ghana but I just stuck to my food I'm used to. What's the fun in that, right? So you have to try the local one out and see what you like and what works best for you and plan according to that. But lots of persons come and be like, oh, don't do this, the English breakfast. Yeah, yes, there are lots of a restaurant that serve all of those things, but I feel like what's the fun of traveling? What's the adventure in that if you're coming here and you're eating what you've been eating all your life? So, you know, live a little, try something different. You enjoy it. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Basically, that brings us to where we are. Number seven. The water here is pretty clean. Like they have like Ghana water, so a lot of hotels and B&Bs, like in Accra here, basically we have like a central water system that supplies everybody water. So the water is mostly clean, but there are some areas that you have to like buy water. They bring tankers and they supply you water. I do not know where they get those water from, so they might not be too hygienic. So when it comes to drinking, you obviously don't drink the water. You can buy like bottled water or sachet water to drink, but the water here mostly is safe for every other thing. Anyone telling you the water here is not safe, that's a lie. I basically use the Ghana water for everything. I use it to bathe, I use it for cooking, I use it on my dishes, I use it to brush and wash my face, and obviously it's safe enough for me. And I'm someone that's very sensitive, like my skin is very, very sensitive. If water is a little bit if any water is a little bit dirty or unhygienic, it shows on my skin. So this water has been safe for my skin so far, so I think it will be safe for you. So when it comes to water, you can buy bottled water to drink, but then every other time you can have that taken care of via the, you know, Ghana water coming, unless you are way too bougie. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do that, or I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to. But whatever works best for you. But as far as I know, the water is quite safe. That brings us to where we are at 8. If you are coming from maybe the US, UK, any of those European countries where you don't have a lot of mosquitoes, we have a lot of mosquitoes here in Ghana. Even more so in the rainy season, there are a lot of mosquitoes here, and there are a lot of bugs also. Not like there are bugs flying everywhere, no, but if you leave your window open, obviously you're going to be infested with mosquitoes, not so much and flies and all of those things. And then if you are going on tour trips, because obviously you're not coming to Ghana to just be in Accra. Accra is a city life, so it's okay. But if you are going on tour trips, so some remote areas in Ghana, if you're going to the rainforest, you're going to the monkey sanctuary, you're going to waterfalls, you're going to mountain climbing, because there are a lot of things for you to do. There are a lot of fun things which we're going to cover in another video, basically, because we're starting off this series and we're starting off with just, you know, getting prepared for the journey and arriving. How we digress. If you're coming from one of those places, if you're going to any of those places outskirts of Accra or outside Accra for one of those stores, you need to get your mosquito spray or bug spray. You know, there are lots of options for you here in Ghana in case you didn't come with any. But if you can come with, then come with, because things are quite pricey right now in Ghana. Then if you're not coming in with any, you can actually get here. So make sure you get like a bug spray to, you know, cover your whole body, just so that mosquito repellent and bug repellent, basically. Don't be, you know, just to be safe. That brings us to transportation. When it comes to transportation here, there are different options of transportation for you. You have obviously we'll have Uber here, Bolt, and the rest of those as car hailing companies. And then we'll have like local taxis, and then we'll have like the bus system. It depends on what you're comfortable with and what your budget is. But it's more, for me though, I feel like it's way more comfortable to like use Ubers and both as car hailing companies, basically, just because they are way more affordable than the local taxis here. If you're going to anywhere in Accra, you can just put it in and then you see the price tag. Oh, this is how much it will cost you, and you know this is how much you pay to take you down there. But if you're using a regular taxi guy, I always have issue with those guys, because those guys, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to some place, they will tell you it's 70 cedis, and you'll be like, oh, should I pay 60? They'll be like, okay. And then you get where you are going, they'll be like, oh, this place is too far, I can no longer take 60 cedis, or I won't even take the 70 cedis, it's now 100 cedis. I'll take some of them like to take advantage of foreigners, and I realized I think sometime last year that thing don't even happen to just foreigners alone. It happens to a lot of locals, like even the Ghanaian speaking or the Tree speaking Ghanaians in Ghana here, in Accra here, they do that to them also. So it's not like a foreigner thing also, but it happens more to foreigner obviously than the indigenous here. So stick to cab hailing company, or you can, like, there are lots of places you can get like a car and a driver, but those ones are more expensive. That you can get like a designated driver where you pay at the end of the trip, or maybe you'll be like, oh, you're going to take me around Accra for a week, how much will it cost? Obviously you're paying for both the vehicle and both the driver, so it can get quite expensive. But if your budget can cover that, okay, comfortable. But usually you can just go to every corner of this city basically with Uber. And then if you're going outside of Accra, also you have different options for transportation. If you're going with one of these tour companies, obviously they have tour buses for you guys. That's why if you're in a group trip or you want to be doing group activities. But if you are coming and you don't want to do group activities, you want something personal, there are different options for traveling outside of Accra. You have buses, you have smaller vehicles. Obviously you can take a taxi also, then you can take it to anywhere, but those get pricey, so you can just work according to your budget. So transportation, stick to Ubers are quite affordable. And then if you can find a way around, you can use structure. That's the boxes here. Those are way more affordable. You spend less money. You know, I recently took my Nigerian friend on the tour of the city, and we're like, oh, we're paying, like, it's so cheaper to go around with the boxes. I'm like, yeah, it's cheaper if you know your way around, but if not, stick to Uber. That's it for transportation. And then the next point will be tours. Like, you know, a lot of persons come here and they just do group tours alone. I feel like the group tours they're like known places they go to. They take you to every garden, nice place you should visit. They take you to Central Region, you visit the castle, rainforest, and then monkey sanctuary in Volta region. Just recycling of those things. If you're coming to Ghana and you really want to experience the local Ghana, you know, fun, or visit some amazing places, you should go outside of these places I just mentioned, because a lot of tours in Ghana are just centered around these places I just mentioned. Like, you pay a couple of hundred of cedis or dollar, basically they just take you to the castle. You should, if you're coming here, you're coming on a research basis, you want to learn more about slavery, you want to learn about your roots, then you can go to the castles, visit those castles, do all of those things. Is nice. But if you're coming just to experience Ghana, you're coming, you want to like have fun, you want to explore the country and see all of the amazing things this country has to offer. Apart from the castles, there are a lot of resorts, there are a lot of amazing places you want to visit. I personally love the Western region. If you can, take a personal trip to the Western region. There are a lot of the best, some of the best resorts in this country are in this country basically, and in this part of the world is located in the Western region of Ghana. And then the Eastern region of Ghana also, you have a lot of options for you. You have to go there, visit a lot of waterfalls. You have a lot of options. You want to research outside those outside the Kakum National Park, which is nice. You should visit Kakum and the rest of those. So yeah, if you want more fun or you want a trip to be more exciting, plan a trip for something else. Basically, go outside of those things, do something different from those things, and you enjoy it. It's very soon. Someone said, oh, organize stores. I know it will be fun to organize stuff, but I really don't think I have the time for that now. I don't have what it takes to like add something else to my place right now. If you're coming and you need advice basically, or you need some suggestions, you can write me on IG and I can give you some suggestions on where to go to, different things. And then you can go on my channel also. There are a lot of things on my channel and a lot of places on my channel that I've visited. If any one of those sound fun to you, then you can go and enjoy Ghana. The next point is learning basic Ghanaian etiquette that will just like make your your travel or your visits a bit smoother. In the next video, the next sit-down video I'm going to film, we're going to be talking about some Ghanaian etiquette, some very basic things to help you and make your trip here or your visit here a little bit more smoother than it would have been. So let's look forward to that. And then there are a lot of tour companies also. I wanted to touch on that very quickly before I leave. A lot of tour companies, so if you're coming and you want someone to curate your tours for you, you can go on IG. There are lots of them and search for them. Also be very careful. Also get the ones with the tour you need. You can just like go online, research some tour companies here in Ghana. They can curate your trip for you. That way you're not stressing, you know, oh, when you're coming, this is your itinerary. You can work with a lot of different companies and they can, you know, they customize your itineraries to fit your schedule basically. So yeah, you can work with any one of those things. That brings us to the end of this video. If there's any other thing you want to know, you can let me know in the comment section below. I hope this helped you a bit. Look forward to our next video. We're going to be talking about some basic etiquette in Ghana to help you stay in Ghana. Yeah, before you leave, you're here still watching, you don't like the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.